welcome race fans here tonight at Freaky Fast Broadcasting as the EARL, known as the Elite Auto Racing League, is going to be tackling Martinsville here tonight as they're finishing up some qualifying laps. It's going to be a fun race here tonight, so hopefully everybody enjoys this race here as the EARL's got the Root Beer Mug Truck Series, as I'm accompanied by Zach Hall and Soda Can Johnson.
What's up, dudes?
What's up, everybody out there in YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and Mixer, if I'm correct? How's everybody doing?
Doing good. Well, I'm doing good. I hope they're doing good. They Rodney Spears out there says hi, guys, on the YouTube side. He's also good there. Yeah, he's also on the Facebook side. But anyways, we're here at the EARL. As we can see, these guys are just finishing up qualifying. It looks like we got Shane Wood that did he just take the pole there from Bobby?
Sure did. He ran at 19.098 late into this qualifying session here. They got 2 minutes left, so we still have some people that may put some qualifying times up. And probably they're just waiting for the shade to come out, because shade here is going to be really important and make you real quick.
Yeah, and to add to that there, Brian, as we've seen, I don't know if you've looked at the track thermometer, it's down to 91 degrees. So we're down 9 degrees from the start of this qualifying session. I think Bobby Hamilton set that second place lap time at the moment. So Shane Wood putting the lap down on a little bit cooler track here, being a little patient. I think we might see some more times coming in here as the guys are waiting.
Yeah, I'm watching Brennan Puffenbarger right now. He just came off the pit road, about to start his first lap in the 42 truck.
Yeah, 24 Will Jones also. Looks like
I think it's a good time to go. It's cooler than it was 8 minutes ago.
Definitely doesn't take a long time to get around this racetrack, so you can leave very late here. It's going to be interesting how this plays out, but we've got about less than a minute here in qualifying. Yeah, as Brandon Puffenbarger pops in second there with that 18.127 there. Yeah, we got about less than a minute here, and anybody out there, you need to go get your refreshments and get you a nice drink.
Oh man,
good idea, isn't that, Brian?
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good idea. I got myself a refreshment.
Root beer mug? Root beer?
It sure is.
I need some ice cream.
It's pretty good.
I need some ice cream.
Ice cream?
Ice cream.
You ever had root beer ice cream? That's some good stuff. And look at that, Will Johnson, top of the board at 24.
Yeah, almost a 19 flat. That's pretty quick.
Yeah, guys, but definitely check out Mug Root Beer, the sponsor here at the EARL, and they always got you some delicious root beer drinks. And
I'm hydrated, and now I'm ready for this race.
That's right.
All right.
As qualifying here comes to the end.
Yeah. And who did well, once these guys get on here, we will run through the grid. We have to wait for everybody to start hopping on the track. They get ready to grid for 250 laps here at Martinsville. I know Zach Hall here, he's definitely he knows how to run this track. So got any questions, ask Zach. Zach will be able to tell you.
Yeah, I mean, you also this other man we got here tonight, Brian Johnson, he definitely knows how to get his way around this track. He's kicked my butt a few times around here, and yeah, it's really a track you got to use a lot of patience, and I think that's what out of the winter we're going to see aggressiveness at the right times and patience at the other times, and it'll be interesting. Got 250 laps, and these boys are going to put on a show.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Patience really is important, and it's kind of hard to remember it because, you'll be in your groove, going through the race, green flag laps, and you'll knock off 20 laps before you know it. But then at the same time, when you go to try to pass somebody, you can't rush it. You got to really just kind of maintain your focus and really just plan your passes. Sometimes it can take you 5-10 laps to get around one person, but that's going to be a lot better for you in the long run than hitting the wall and ending your race.
Correct. Yeah, well, we've seen that in real life there, Brian. Very, very well said. But all right, well, we can run through the grid here real quick as we're still waiting for a couple cars to, well, now they're on, so.
Oh, cool, cool. Well, tonight your pole sitter is going to be Will Jones with that 19.008. Starting on the outside pole is going to be Shane Wood. Brandon Puffenbarger is going to start third. Bobby Hamilton Jr. is fourth. JD there, he's going to round out the top five. Thomas McMullen sixth, but I do believe he's going to get that EOL penalty from that demo derby race. So he'll be starting at the back here. Channing Blue is going to start 7th. Derek Runge, 8th. Dennis Nickel, 9th. Justin Napier, 10th. Alan Freeze, 11th. Tommy D'Angelo, 12th. Cameron Hodgman, 13th. Jason Spear, 14th. Mickey Spear, 15th. David Bradford, 16th. Chris Worrell, 17th. Kyle Frame, 18th. Tom P. Labar, 19th. Dean Moore, 20th. Christopher M. Hill, 21st. Quentin Murdoch, 22nd. And Steve Murdoch is going to round out the field in 23rd.
All right. Well, that's got a packed field here tonight as these guys are running some open setups. So I really don't know too much about open setups, but I'm sure Zach and you, Brian, can fill in the fans out there a little bit about what to do with these trucks as, you know, they get more laps down and, you know, till they get to their first pit stops.
Yeah, these guys are gonna be looking for front turn, and as things gonna be pulling off here, we should be going green here soon. But yeah, adjustments will be key here tonight.
All right, well, we're gonna get ready to get freaky green here, ladies and gentlemen, tonight,
Green.
and freaky green's out.
And Will Jones with a great jump right there on that 24 on the bottom. Bottom lane is the preferred group here at Martinsville. Top lane can work, as we see a check up there on the bottom with the 51 of JD. But I'm definitely going to be looking for that 25 truckie, Bobby Hamilton Jr. led practice. He also put down that time he did. It's really hot weather. So we'll see if that 25 can take to this bad company racing team here and put that performance, or sorry about the precision performance at Motorsports.
Here comes the truck. I guess he came out of pit road. He is a lap down.
Yeah.
I think that's the 88 there.
Shannon Ballou, yeah. He's he started from pit road, so he will go a lap down, but he's battling for what would be third. But with Shane Wood as he gets by, and then Bobby Hamilton Jr. is going to try to work his way around there on the outside, try to get by the lap truck.
Yeah, we been talking about temperature here. These trucks and with this track, temperature is really important. You'll be 30 laps into a green flag run with some worn out tires, and you'll get a cloud come over and the track drop 20 degrees, and all of a sudden you're running the quickest lap times of that run, 35 laps in. So it's shade is going to be a big factor here, and when you see shade, you really got to push it because it's go time.
Ooh, we almost got a spin here. It's a lot of stuff going on back here with the 41 of Mickey Spear around him. As let's say he might have got hit inside there by Tommy D'Angelo. Got a little
Yellow flag is out.
Saved it. Ooh, that
Caution somewhere.
It looked like that was on, I believe, the 52, ladies and gentlemen.
52.
Yeah, we'll go back here and watch the replay.
Oh, yeah. Just got a little loose off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can see the trucks coming out of that turn there, going down to turn 3 and 4. It was a little loose. He's coming out of, and oh yeah, just bloop. He just spun her around.
Yeah, that's thing. Oh, sorry, Robert.
Oh no, go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, well, what I was gonna say is, you gotta achieve a perfect balance with these setups of getting a really, really good drive off and being really loose. And part of getting a really good drive off is being loose. So these trucks are, if they're fast, they're set up to be loose on exit. So it can be a handful sometimes. So just gotta keep it straight.
Yeah, one thing I'll add to that is, like Brian was saying before, with these concrete corners here at Martinsville and the asphalt straightaways, temperature plays a huge factor. You'll see temperature, raise 10 degrees or drop 10 degrees, and you can be running similar lap times, 30, 40 laps into a run as you own brand new tires if the track's cooler, and it can go a completely opposite way if it heats up. So got a lot of things to fight here at Martinsville. Mostly what you're fighting is trying to get that most amount of center turn and be able to roll that truck through the center and have a nice straight exit. Now, drive off, also, like Brian was talking about, is a very, and the next guys having to stop there on pit road is X is probably closed.
So exit closed. Yeah, we got trap lap down there.
I believe that's Jason Spear in the 83. Mickey
Another
Spear.
thing, if you're near the back of the field and you decide to pit, gotta make it quick, or that's gonna happen to you.
Definitely. Yeah, it is something that can catch you out here at Martinsville. Pitting, you can definitely go a lap down if you're too far back there. But like Brian was saying with drive off, these guys are gonna be fighting that all day. And really, the driver, I think, that has the way to get drive off is have a truck that turns to the center and has a lot of grip on exit, and that's hard to achieve. Like Brian was saying, most of the time to get that, the center turn, you got to be a little bit loose on exit. And but if you can find that right balance of getting that truck to turn through the center and roll that center, and then have really good, grip on exit, is I would say more of a snug feel on exit. Your drive off is pretty good, but if you get too snug, then you go the opposite. You can't get back in the gas, and it just pushes. So these drivers are gonna be fighting lots of handling conditions here all night, and I think the truck that we'll see win will be the truck that conquers that center off. And this is definitely this is an interesting racetrack. It's completely different than anything we go to on the circuit, and these guys are gonna be fighting with this amazing racetrack all night as the pace car pulls off.
All right, pace car pulls off. We're going to get ready to go back green here, ladies and gentlemen, with 11 laps in the book so far. As we got Will Jones in the 24, bring greens out, and there they go, freaky green, ladies and gentlemen.
Great jump by the 24 there as they're off into one. Still 2x2x2 behind them as 20 truck pushes up a little bit, but able to get around that 42.
Ooh, we have a hard to the inside wall. I believe that was the 8 of Murdoch. He's engine let go, and he's coming down pit road. So his night maybe ended pretty early here. Back up front though, like I said, Will Jones, really great jump. That's the preferred lane here is the bottom on these restarts, and if you can get to the bottom, that's where you want to be. As we see. Looks like Shane, like Brian said, Shane Wood got by Brandon Buffenbarger there, but looks like the first battle we have back here is...
It's going to be around Justin Napier in the 56. We've got about 4 trucks here kind of stacked up on top of each other.
Yeah, him and Derek Runs. Derek Runs on the bottom there in the 84. Looks like Justin Napier is going to clear with that run off the outside. The top is a good place to defend it. If you back up the entry and then get able to jump back in the gas, you can really carry a lot more speed in that bottom by holding that person down. Looks like David Bradford in that 46 is going to try to get by Derek Runch on the bottom. He makes that pass complete. There's a lot of racing going on here.
Oh, and here comes some shade. Here we go.
Yeah, this track with the clouds. This track changes very rapidly. These concrete corners take big effects from these changes in temperature.
Some trucks are going to be quicker than others in the shade, whereas in the sunshine they'd be slower. So
definitely
that tends to jumble up some things. Kind of like the 6 and the 57 right now. It looks like they're going to be our biggest movers. The 6 car, Chris Pearl, he started 17th, he's up to 8th. And Alan DeFries started 11th, up to 7th.
Definitely.
11 and Dennis Nickel, 9th up to 4th. So some guys already making a good bit of ground here.
Yeah, I noticed that 11 truck of Dennis there. He really was making ground on that first start. So it's going to be interesting. Looks like Brandon Buffenbarger, he's got something. And to with these back company guys as he's stuck to the back bumper of Shane Wood there.
Just got a
Christopher M. Hill there. Looks like he's going to go a lap down.
Yeah. Leader got around him, so everybody else is going to have to navigate him.
Ooh, JD just, wow, he in the 51, really loose off the 4. He did a good job of saving that there, and kept her going straight, and looks like Bob Hamilton Jr. is going to get by him for 5th there. Liking what I'm seeing though from these guys right now. these things can turn into somewhat of a very wild, chaotic race. These guys are really doing a good job of giving each other room and letting this race come to them.
Yeah, a lot of times, like I said before this race started, if you want yourself a good race, you gotta have a little bit of patience. And I think right now a lot of these guys are using that patience, and we're able to get some laps in here as we're coming up to lap 23.
Definitely, and
we do have some stages tonight. Was it
75
and 150?
Yep.
Yeah.
I've noticed a lot of guys pretty loose exiting these corners. So they, track's down to 95 as it was up to 103. So we're looking at an 8-degree drop there. That should help their loose condition out of these corners. Should definitely give them some more grip. As I say that, I think the sun's poking back out through the clouds. So
it sure is.
That's for sure, Brian.
Tell you what, David Bradford he put the turbo boost button on or something. So he's putting down some really quick laps.
Fastest truck
he's running
on the track right now.
compared to the 2 trucks in front of him running 19.7s, 19.8. So he's got a couple minutes on these guys.
Yeah, we've seen last week David Bradford be very strong at Auto Club with his teammate Will Jones taking the win from him as a 1-2 finish between them guys. And Bad Company Racing showing their strength again here at Martinsville.
Looks like Ben Murdoch did have to pack her up and head home, unfortunately. Got involved in some early carnage. So he'll be looking to come back next week. At 51, he's really trying to get around Bobby Hamilton Jr.
Yeah, JD there's really looking. He's on the bottom of him now, coming out of 4 at 51. It looks like that runoff, Bobby Hamilton's going to clear him. As the 46, David Bradford here, he's going to look on the inside. Chris Worrell on the 6.
It's really tough to keep her pinned down like that.
Definitely is.
You really got to time these passes to where kind of get on the inside of somebody as soon as you exit the corner, so you can have as much of your truck on your outside as you go to pass them in the next corner.
Yeah, because the outside line definitely comes back on the exit, and you're going to want to definitely try to clear them on exit if you are there. So it's best to get the truck as far up on the entry there as you can. And see, David Bradford's got to these guys. He's the fastest truck on the racetrack there, but he, he's how getting to the trucks is one thing. That's the thing about these races is you get to somebody, but it's hard to pass. It's not easy. So I think. Is Will Jones our leader? I just went back up and checked him out, guys. He got really loose out 4 as the sun just came back out. So, with these looser trucks, with the guys having them pretty loose, if the sun comes out on these long runs, the rear tires are going to be what goes first. And that's what they're going to be battling. So it's interesting here because got Shane Wood in at 20, his teammate here, still holding strong, and Brandon Puckbarger in at 42. But has not left the back bumper of the 20 of Shane Wood. So he's kept him in mind the whole time. And great racing between these guys.
Yeah, the track temp right now is up to 99. Oh, actually up to 100 now. So we've already gone up. Well, we've gone up since the beginning of the race. I think beginning of the race, but the end of qualifying was 91. The sun was out, so it went up. And then we had cloud and went down, and now it's back up again. So, great. I wish we could have a graph of the track temperature.
Yeah, it looked like my heart would be like, what was it, cardiogram?
I'm
probably
too sure.
What's your net? Is back here, JD in the 51, got by Bobby Hamilton Jr. here. David Bradford, too deep. He holds on to it though.
Oh man.
Oh, whoa! And he lost it out of 4 though. That was
Yellow flag is out.
Him up there on that entry, and see, he just lost it out of 4. That was a lot of that was due to him missing his braking there on the entry.
We'll ride along here in the replay as he's behind the 6, as you guys were saying. He just got in way too deep, and he saved it. I'm not sure exactly, and then it just kicked out on him. Wow. Oh, well, the 5th, Justin, like you said there, Zach, Justin Napier, man, he did a evasive move.
Yeah, these Goodyear tires here at Martinsville, they're kind of like spoiled brats. If you make them upset, they'll ruin you.
Yeah.
Oh, we got everybody coming down pit road, so we'll see the race off of pit road as everybody's gonna make their pit stop here. 38 laps in the book here at the Earl. Whoa.
Ooh, in the 24, I think he was maybe a bit too far left.
Yeah, what happened with the 20?
Right sides up.
Okay, what happened? Man, that's gonna hurt him again. Bad Company Racing having problems with pit road apparently.
5 positions.
Wow, ouch, that hurts. Well, he has a strong car, as you guys know, so we can definitely see if he can work his way back up through the field. It looks like Tommy stayed out to lead a lap. In the 3. Yeah, he hasn't pitted. He has 39. I'm assuming he's probably going to come in this time by.
Yeah, here he
comes. Yes, here he comes.
So the lead's going to be given to Shane Wood now as the 24, Will Jones. Very easy to do at Martinsville because you're going around the corner to get too far left. It's really hard to see, around that bend and get to your right box. Just one of those hard deals here at Martinsville, and it's going to be something you got to figure out before the night ends, that's for sure, because these guys will definitely have to pit again.
So what can they get on fuel here, Zach? Do you guys know about roughly what they can push?
Well, I would think they get about 140 on a full tank. So I'd say maybe 75, 70 laps. So they should be able to make the stages, I believe, maybe even 80. I think the fuel window is usually 140 to 150 in the Cup car. And I think it would be a little bit more maybe the trucks with less power. So I'd say they'd probably be able to make 80 laps at the most.
Whoa, and the 41 just hit ice.
Trying to get his lap back on the wave around and kind of lost it.
Hang on, we're not going green.
And we're not going green as we seen a little mess up there from the 41. Hey, Rodney, tell your son to keep it in second gear. Oh, yeah, man.
On the tires there, maybe like I said, Brian might have had it in the wrong gear.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. Yeah, I think he had it in the wrong gear, and he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna about whoops," which happens. But you're saying around 70 laps on fuel. Can the tires last that long here?
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. You get about 20 laps on these things, and the lap time is pretty much even out. The truck doesn't change a whole lot. So.
10-4.
Yeah, these tires, I mean, you can go, that 70 laps and you might fall off a second and a half at most. I mean, if you're falling off that much, it might be too much, but here comes the pace car.
All right, well, pace car's ducking in as we're going to get ready to go back green as 42 laps are in the books here at the Earl. As the 20's going to look, green's out, freaky green, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, he's gone.
Yeah, that was a great restart from Shane there. Aaron Puffbar is going to try to use that inside line to get that position on Dennis Nickel in 11. Diving off into 3. Oh, he make contact.
A little bit of touch there. Hey, got around him.
Got around him, though. He just didn't run back to his inside. He decides not to. Well, I think he might give him a little tap and said, thanks. Aaron Puffbar back to second place here. Will Jones is now in 6th after that miscue on pit stops.
Yeah, he's on fire by the 88 right now.
Yeah, Shannon started on pit road, and he's now back with these leaders after a few cautions, and he's looking to get that position from Will Jones there.
That just shows you how important that inside line is, because the 24, he was leading the race pretty much no problem, and just getting stuck on the outside line, he'll lose a position to me there.
Yeah, definitely. Shane Wood is shot out of a cannon here, this lead. Yeah, I think Will Jones is going to have to reset. He's got a good truck. We know he's got the speed, so reset and get to that bottom and start hitting some getting your rhythm back. It's definitely a rhythm track, and you can definitely get out of a small mistake and definitely take your mental out of there. And I'm sure we'll see Will continue charge his way up through here, but got to be patient. Like I said, that's one of the keys of the race here is patience and being aggressive at the same time. It's a weird thing to say, but you need both of them, that's for sure. Look on the 88. The 88's definitely running more, but a diamond line, really arcing. He's really loose too. As the track's up to 105, I believe it's the hottest we've seen all day. And we're going to take advantage of this.
Yeah, but it is going to be the hottest temperature, 105 so far. So he's looking, and he got pretty well far on his inside there, almost pulled up even with him. It's hard to keep down there like that.
Yeah. Drive off is so much harder when you have to keep it from not going out to that wall like that. And Will Jones doing a good job. As they're getting a little loose here, still almost dead even. Will Jones charges back down on the inside. Bobby Hilton Jr. is going to look to follow. Maybe Will Jones. 88's loose.
Yeah, well, 88 and the 24 and the 25, they're all pushing kind of hard right now, because 24 knows what kind of truck he has, so he knows he can get up.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
And caution out. I was going to say the 88 knows that if he lets that 24 get around, that might be the last time he'll see that truck.
And I believe that's the 99 of Tom P. LeVar out of 4 there, Robert.
All right. Well, we'll go back here on the replay and see what happened with 99. Because, he's behind the 83. And, oh, same thing, it's just loose coming out, guys, and I'm not exactly sure what would you do to fix that, as they can do adjustments, going down pit road with is it they were getting on the gas too soon, or is it just the truck? Well, I know you won't know if the truck's loose, but what would you do to fix a loose truck exiting?
Well, there definitely is a few things you can do, Robert. In these trucks, here on iRacing, we have, we can mess with the air pressures. Now, what you could do there possibly also is you could raise the right front pressure, maybe a half a pound. That'll tighten you up a little bit there. You also can, I would say they probably are, at least you should. Another pro tip for guys, if build subs out there, definitely minimum right side tire pressures. No, never run less than minimum on the right side, unless you want to make that change to go up on the right front. Don't touch the right rear. If you go up on the right rear, that will loosen you up. So if they say they weren't running minimum, you would want to go down a half pound on the right rear. That would soften it up, like almost. The other thing is the tire size almost springs himself, and softer is going to be better traction, but also slower reaction. So
correct.
That's a way you can do with the tires. You also can do wedge adjustments. We have wedge adjustments in these cars, and you can add some wedge to tighten this truck up a little bit and decrease the wedge to loosen it up. So I believe I have that right. It may be backwards, but
yeah, I ain't too sure. But
I know the numbers. You decrease the number on the right, at least on the right rear. You're doing right rear wedge adjustments. So
yeah. What would really help is if we could maybe adjust the track bar during the race. If you were a little bit loose, you can lower that track bar just a little bit and tighten you up a little bit. Sometimes that can tighten you up way too much, even with just a click. So
yeah, the track bar in these trucks are pretty sensitive. One click, as we like to say in iRacing terms, which I believe is a 1/4 inch. It can do a lot in these trucks. It is a big effect, but unfortunately we cannot adjust these track bars under cautions, and we only have wedge, tire pressures, and tape. You can also take some tape off. We're going to lose a little bit of front downforce, which is going to take a little bit of the front turn off, and that will help tighten you up a little bit. So if anything, you want to leave tape on there because downforce is everything, but they definitely will take the front turn away as the pace car pulls in.
All right, well, pace car's in as we're going to get the 6 laps in the books of 250 here at the Earl. Sponsored by the root beer, mug root beer.
Green's out,
But,
green flag,
all right,
green
well,
flag.
20's got the freaky, whoa.
Ooh, fortitude, a little squirrely.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, them tires. These are on the same tires they were before, so.
Well, we got
heat cycle.
We got teams battling right here too, guys. Airborne Motorsports against Bad Company Racing there. Let's see who prevails out of that one.
Yes, Brandon Puffbarger was our winner at Las Vegas, and Will Jones at Bad Company Racing that was our winner at Auto Club. So, you know, seeing a lot of strength out of these guys here, their teams. I believe Phoenix was AD1 for Bad Company, so looking pretty strong between these two teams. As Brandon Puffbarger got that 42 up in the second, and trying to hunt down this leader, Shane Wood, as Will Jones is battling hard with Shannon Blue again.
Yeah, he was. I think he's going to be able to clear him here on the outside. This is where he started. Those two started like that with 24 on the outside and 88 on the inside. With 24 able to drive. Ooh, it was 88. Just about lost it on exit.
Yeah, it's that's the drive off you're looking for, and when you're sideways like that, that's not driving off.
He drives off too good.
Yeah, you want to have a straight exit. That's really the big thing. You want to be able to get that wheel straight. And you can see his Channing is really fighting it. Bobby Hunt Jr. might take a look here, but he does the patient thing and waits here, and he's going to set him up. I mean, if I see someone getting loose in front of me like that, I am going to wait a few laps definitely to.
Yeah, I'm
sooner or
going to
later,
get some space.
Yeah, sooner or later those rear tires heat up and. What was Bobby Hamilton? Oh no!
Yellow,
Unfortunately
yellow.
for Bobby Hamilton there. Give him the commentator curse.
Yeah, well, we caught that live.
Yeah, that was just a case of just a little bit loose off of 2 there, trying to, you know, get back to that throttle, and these trucks will break loose. You got that amount of wheel in it. If you got a lot of wheel into it, you know, you can get that tight loose condition if you're tight in the center. You can also, you know, get the truck too loose where it's turning good to the center, and right when you get to the exit, it kicks right around. But the track temp is up to 105, so we are seeing a pretty hot track here tonight at the Earl.
Looks like
I think some of these guys, it might be in their best interest to make that wedge adjustment we were talking about earlier. Kind of tighten up the truck just a tad bit, and it'll be better on the long run. See, the dog agrees.
I think he agreed with you there, Robert. Oh, wow. Will Jones, he was a little bit too far back, I believe, and stops. He had to pull forward a little bit, so I'll see if that affects him.
Those first 3 pit boxes can be a little tricky.
Yeah, and Will Jones is going to lose position there.
The 51 hit green cone coming out of pit road. I'm not sure if that's a penalty or not.
That is a penalty.
So he'll be heading to
You
the
can see him pulling down, yeah. Jay and the 51.
All right, well, I apologize for that. I had to hit the mute button as I have a dog saying, "This race is awesome, ladies and gentlemen. Go get your popcorn." Excited. Yeah, but as you were saying, the 51, yeah, wow, that's something there.
Yeah, and we had 4 people stay out also. So we had Cameron Hagman, 55 to 11 of Dennis Nickel, 6 of Chris Worrell, and 57 Alan DeFries here. So our first guy on 4 tires will be Shane Wood in that 5th position.
Wheel spin is going to be the key here. Because, you know, these guys with new tires can, you know, be able to probably start in 2nd gear. And the guys with old tires probably going to consider maybe starting in 3rd gear. That's what I would do. But, you know, what do I know?
Yeah, 3rd gear might be a little bit too low. It depends on how they have these trucks geared.
Yeah, with these open setups, you definitely, you know, you have to mess with the gears a little bit here. And you're set with 1 rear end ratio, so it's really the best you can afford. So you You know, it depends on how their third gear launches, the rear ratio they have. But you know, I would say they'll be all right here if these restarted in second gear, because these trucks, you know, have about 650 horsepower, I believe. It's 100 less than the cup car, but you know, it's usually these things hook up pretty good. Well, 100 more of that. Yeah,
Pace cars.
Green's out. Green
Green's
flag.
out.
Green
Let's
flag.
see how they all take off. The 11 looks good. 55 looks good. So, wow, very nice, clean start.
This nickel and that 11 was all over that restart.
Oh! Keep it in the wall.
Oh,
And he's riding the wall.
Still saving it. He's still saving it.
Wow.
Great job. That's going to put the 57 out on the freeze up top in the asphalt part of the track where you don't want to be.
Well, he just gave his truck some character.
Yeah.
And he's still holding on third place, which is even more amazing.
This is where these trucks on new tires got to be really patient with these trucks on older tires, because the checkup's in the center.
Ooh, this 24 gets into the 42.
Yeah.
Yellow flag is out.
That pretty much came from what I was stimming.
All right, well, we'll ride here with the 24, going across the start-finish line, going down into ones. Got Airborne Motorsports in front of them. Looks like everybody's checking up a little bit, and coming down the backstretch here. He's got the 57 on the high side as they go down into turn 3. See the rubber flying around, and boop! Oh, he hit the 42 on the left rear, and this caused a major checkup by everybody.
Yeah, 24, he's just able to get to the gas a little sooner. He wasn't expecting the 42 there to not get to the gas as soon as he did. That's what happened there. It's unfortunate, but
I call that
may be the stage.
I call that Martinsville racing. We seen it today in real life. Clint Boyer was very mad today, and he took it out on a couple cars.
First stage does end here at lap 75, so I ain't sure what they're going to do here.
They're not gonna, from what I understand, from the last week's little chaos, that they are gonna let the game do its thing. So if we do go back green with 1 lap to go for the stage, well, it's 1 lap to go for the stage.
Okay.
So they have to complete lap 75, and they do have the top 10 do get stage points, just like real NASCAR. So
Definitely.
but now we got a heat cycle here, guys, on these tires with the 55, the 6, the 11. You seen what happened with the 11 on old tires. They stayed out again because of the stage. What's going to happen now on this start? And, you know, the first one wasn't so good for the 11. The 55 and the 6 looked okay, but I don't know about this second restart on them old tires. That's kind of, have to see what happens here.
Yeah, and I believe they'll get a 1 lap here at the most.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to get any.
No, I don't believe so.
Stages.
They got to complete lap 75, and it looks like the stages are well, great call by the 55 of what's that, Cameron, sorry, my bad.
Cameron there.
He's
Good
36.
strategy.
Yeah, I mean, he's 36 laps on his tires. Sorry there, Brian, but I mean, it all fell in place. I mean, that's 10 extra points, you know, that for the stage. He gets the stage win as they're doubling up. And that's a pace car. Oh, lights
So
go. Well,
looks like they're going to get the green flag with the end of the stage. So
correct. So the 55 does win the stage.
I believe so. He should be the first car. Yeah.
Well, pace car.
Hang on, we're not going green.
And, well, administrator
Okay, so-
said something's not right here at Martinsville, as the officials said, guys, let's hold on. We'll go back green the next time around. So your
Yeah, well, I
stage
think
winner
that's
is going
gonna
to
be
be the 55. Sorry there, Brian. Go right ahead.
Oh, no, sorry. I think that's just for the stage right there.
Ah,
So,
okay. Well, that's kind of smart. I have to agree on that one, you know. Kind of could cluster up the stage. But now we know who the stage 55 is going to win, with Chris World taking second place there. Dennis is, after hitting the wall, riding the wall down the front stretch, is going to have the
Green flag, green flag.
Oh, wow. Whoa, we're back green. Sorry, I was busy talking about the stage.
Wow, and a green flag comes out, and we immediately get some shade.
Yeah.
6, able to get around to 55.
Oh,
he's gone.
Oh. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but...
Oh, boy.
Shane Wood there had to take a piece of maneuvers to make sure he was not involved in any of that carnage.
Welcome to Martinsville.
Yeah, Shannon Ballou, the first car on 4 tires here, making the pass on Cameron Hagman, 3rd. Shane Wood's going to look to follow with Justin Napier right in the middle there.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be able to keep his nose up under him. Oh, really? He does.
Will Jones on the pit road right now, too, the 24. That's an unscheduled pit stop for sure.
We got a little bit mid-pack. Seen some contact with 3 and somebody. They're all kind of jumbled up back here.
Oh, we got Bobby Hamilton after that spin. He's back here in 13th place, so going to try to work his way back up through. And you know, you don't want to cause no enemies right now, most definitely. But ladies and gentlemen, when it gets to the end of the race, I'm sure we're going to see some people bumping and moving and saying, you know what, I'm not your friend no more. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, pretty much. If you make any enemies tonight, you're going to want to make sure that you don't see them during this race. Wait till the next one.
Yeah. Well, we got the 39 there of Kyle Frame. He worked his way. He's working his way up through.
Yeah, he really shut the door on Bobby Hamilton Jr. right there, as he's going to be taking a look at the 3 truck going into 1.
He started 18th. He worked his way up to 13th. Oh, he's working. He's got a little damage, but you know, if you come out with a clean truck, then to me you're not racing. Not at Martinsville.
We just had a pass for the league as
oh, sorry.
As Shannon Ballou gets loose right in front of Chris Wool as he just passed him out of 4. He got loose coming out 2, and Chris is still there. So Shannon gets great around 4 there, and he's going to move on and take this position with Shane Wood there in 3rd. Slowly creeping into the picture.
I think those new tires are definitely paying off right now.
Yeah, you know, new tire. You know, I'm really actually surprised how well the 6 and 11 and the 55 there have hung on with these older tires, and especially the 6 and the 11 here. They've really seem to hang on pretty good long as run goes. And seen Jay in the 51 there. He's up to now 5th position, guys, and remember he had that pit road accident violation, so he had to come from pretty far back. That back on your racing truck. So we always see those guys are really, really fast, and pretty impressive stuff here. But looking at lap times wise, Chris Worrells, these older tires. How old are his tires, Robert? Actually, do you have that information?
Yes, 35 laps on his tires as of right now.
Yeah, very impressive. He's run just as quick a lap times here as our leader, Shannon Ballou.
And Channing has 24 laps on tires, and Shane Wood has 24, and then Dennis is 35. So basically it's 25, 36, 25, 36, 25. Whoa, the 88 got loose going out.
Yeah, I've noticed that about Shannon. He's definitely on the looser side coming out of these corners, and it'll be interesting to see how that holds up for him on a long run. But he's really late apex in these corners and get a great runoff. And that's a definitely a good way to run these trucks, especially with the it's a pretty momentum based truck, and we're seeing Shannon really start to pull a gap here. Shane Wood's going to start to creep up to the back bumper of this at 6. We got a
Yellow flag is out.
And we got a caution.
Is it the gopher again?
Time.
Looks like
yeah,
the
it might be the
83.
freaky gopher.
Oh no, 83 to Jason Spear. That's fortunate for him.
Yeah, we'll ride with him and see here on the rear side as he's coming down into 3 and 4. His back of his truck. Oh, 7 just looked like net code, but then the 7 decided to finish him off.
Yeah. And I think the 34 there added a little bit as well. So just unfortunate for the 83 there of Jason Spear.
Oh, the 88 and the 6 are saying, yeah, and the 11. They're all saying, thank God for that yellow. But, all right, well, we're here at the Earl. We are going to quick run a commercial break here, so we will be right back after these quick words from bethematch.org.
One of the main reasons I did decide to join the registry is because the lack of African American representation on the registry. It's our responsibility to register. This is something that we can control. You can do this. Think about if it was your child. Think about if it was your sister. Don't let fear be the only reason that you don't save a life.
My name's Quentin O'Donnell. I'm 19 years old. I was born and raised in Boulder, Colorado. When I was 16 years old, I was diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma, and since then, I have been doing 3 years of treatment. For the future, I hope that I'm able to beat my disease and just be a normal person. I want to go to college. I want to continue to race, maybe be a professional driver one day, and just keep on living. That's my goal.
All right, we're back after that quick word from Be The Match, proud sponsor of Freaky Fast Broadcasting. We appreciate them coming aboard. But, ladies and gentlemen, what happened to the 88?
Well, he pitted, I think.
Yeah, he pitted, and I see everybody coming around him. I don't even see. He's back to 11th place.
He may have sped.
Yeah, he probably sped. Did everybody pit there?
Not everybody. We had the 20 truck, Shane Wood, he stayed out. We had some other takers as well.
Okay,
Yes.
here we go. The pace car pulls in.
All right, pace car's in as the 20 to 51 to 56 for 32 laps on their tires here at the Earl at Martinsville. Paperclip.
Green's out. Green
And
flag. Green
green's
flag.
out. And and we're playing bumper tag.
Yellow flag is out.
And we have a yellow. As we seen that live, there was just a big checkup between the 20, the 56. Not exactly sure who all got involved in that one then. After, see who spun out? It was a checkup.
I believe it was the 83 Jason Spear.
Oh, again?
Yeah, was he?
Oh, man, poor
Good
guy.
grief. And he's put a warning sticker on his bumper.
Yeah, it's not been the best of night for the Spear brothers, unfortunately.
Well, we're back here on the replay, guys, and see them getting double file, getting ready to go green as they go down into 3 here. We'll see what happens. As there was just a big checkup up in front of him, and I think it was just a chain reaction of everybody getting ready to go. Yep, that 50 and 11 ran it. Oh, and the 84 just okay, just spun out the 83. Everybody's checking up. Wasn't ready for that, so. These guys said, unfortunately for the 83, he's like a wrecking ball right now.
Yeah, this restart's And you got guys like this staying out, and, checking up can be a problem on any restart. So no matter where you're at, whether you're starting right behind the leader, a few cars behind the leader at the back of the pack, you always got to make sure you stay on your toes and have that left foot right on the brake pedal, ready to push it. So.
Yeah, and like sometimes, like I say, sometimes you're the bat, and sometimes you're baseball. And I think Jason, unfortunately, is the baseball tonight. And yeah, I'll from Derek's point of view, there, the only thing I can really point out is maybe it is hard to see with these trucks up ahead. And like Brian said, you gotta always be ready for it, and things happen quick, and it's unfortunate, but yeah, it's Martinsville definitely. It's some wild stuff here at this racetrack. It's one of a kind.
Yeah, that last caution where the 88 pitted, he was actually going about 40 miles an hour on exit. The road speed limit here is 35, so a bit too quick.
I would be telling my pit crew guys, or his pit crew guy, or whatever you want to call him. What do you call him?
Crew chief, spotter, car chief.
That is crew chief. I'd be saying you need to fix my dash. Apparently my buttons aren't, gauges ain't working right here. Having a Clint Boyer day. Well, it's like they said too, speed road, you can, with the radius going down pit road, it's 3/4 of the track. So you got different radius of different timing zones, so you can probably go through a turn a little bit faster, but then on the straightaway, you gotta slow down, to not get penalized for speeding. There's a trick to do it, it's just, can you do it?
Yeah, I know in real life, going around the radius is further distance, and the way NASCAR does the timing lines and records your speed is, the whole time over distance formula.
Right.
But not everything, I'm not sure how they do it, but I do know you can get away with some speed road at every track.
All right, well, pace car's in as we're getting ready, as that 20 is going to get ready to take off here on lap 103 of 250.
Green's out.
Green's out, and now we've got a great start as 11's trying to push the 55, I believe that is.
Yeah, it sure is. He's on the inside of Bobby Hamilton Jr. right there. Looking to make a pass on the 56 right there, Justin Napier.
And look at the 88, Channing. He's back there. He's trying to figure out where he wants to go. High, low. He's got a fast truck. He's just stuck.
Yeah, he definitely does. He's got a really quick truck, and I think he can get around all those guys, but it's going to take him several laps.
Patience.
Here's Bobby Hamilton Jr. Now he's going to try to pass the 11 on the outside, but thinks twice.
Well, it's all about patience, like you said. You got to work these trucks, and I just wonder if the high line eventually is going to come in as the 11 gives the 55 a love tap.
Yeah, I think it will. Another thing with these, 88 got up to the 11 a little bit. 11 able to save it. But these concrete corners, rubber, when we lay down rubber on tracks, concrete reacts to rubber a little bit differently. So if we get a whole bunch of rubber down there, some trucks might be a little quicker.
I've seen that coming.
Might be a little quicker on the outside. As hold on to her.
Did the 11 retaliate back to the 88, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah, I think he was a bit upset. He got hit. But it's like I said earlier, if you're going to make enemies, you want to make sure that you don't see the enemies again this week. I think he just made one, and I think he's going to see him again before this race is over.
Yeah, now that the 88 can get back to him, you might see fireworks, because...
and that 11 truck's already beat up pretty bad.
Yeah, and Timber's only build here is Channing. He's super loose, but he's got a quick truck. He's got that thing on the ragged edge, though.
Oh, yeah, as these laps unwind here at the Earl, tempers are probably going to start flying, and that's Martinsville Racing.
It's still only stage 2, though. We ain't even halfway through this race yet, so just keep home just a little bit longer.
Well, if I start getting beaten banging out there, I don't know if my temper would be able to. I don't know if you could calm me down. I don't know. But I don't race like that. I guess I'm too nice out there. I don't push the buttons, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And maybe that's a bad thing.
It's one of those things you just gotta pick and choose your battles.
Yeah.
Some battles just ain't worth having.
Yeah.
So we should see if the.
Oh, here we go again, ladies and gentlemen. The 88 and the 11. Too boy.
Oh God, here comes the 11.
Oh, here comes the 11. Then it says.
Get out of there, 88. Get out of there. Go.
Hit the nitrous chance. Oh, he missed the corner. Oh, no.
Way high.
Okay, though. And here comes 24 as well. Will. He's gonna be. Maybe he'll separate these two.
Yeah. 11's still trying his hardest to get back to that 88. This battle might not be over. Channing is taking a very interesting arc here. I gotta say, it's very, very unique. And,
it works.
It's definitely getting them some good exit speed. But taking a very, very late entry. A lot of these guys I'm watching up front.
24, 11 actually lets him go.
We definitely got a good battle going back here too for 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th there of the 25, the 42, the 57. Make sure exactly. Yeah. Oh, and Kyle Frame there in the 39. They're all nose to tail, side to side.
And Brandon Puffbarger, as he's a lap down, his goal is to get away from his teammate and Dean Moore there. And that 33 is about half the corner behind. And so he can keep that lucky dog position as we got a stage coming at 150. If he can stay in this position, he will get back on the lead lap. And we've seen Brandon have a fast truck. So don't count that 42 out yet. He's putting some cars in between him and Dean.
He got around the 57, and now it looks like the what is the number on that truck?
39 at Kyle Frame.
Kind of hard to read. That thing's got colors all over him. Yeah, that's
like our camouflage paint. It's like things that you.
We don't have Nick Hurd out here to color the track with his crayons. So.
Crayola crayons.
Yeah, so we'll just go with Kyle Frame and he'll paint the track for us here tonight.
Oh yeah, it's actually some digital camo that's black, gray, and yellow. It's a pretty good looking truck.
He's battling his teammate there, Airborne Motorsports. They're both teammates there. So they're probably running a similar setup, I would imagine.
Yeah, most likely, maybe little changes for driver preferences, but definitely probably a similar base.
I'm shocked. Bobby Hamilton Jr. there, he was showing, like you guys said at the beginning of the broadcast, he was showing a really, really strong truck there in practice and then qualifying, and now he's back in 8th place, and he really hasn't did any gains, but I mean, he hasn't lost anything much, but he hasn't gained anything.
Well, he was involved, well, he got loose on exit at one time and lost it, and so that cost him some ground. And I think maybe a little bit, it might be this rubber. These corners are starting to get pretty dark. So track changing a little bit. So some trucks are going to be able to take that better than others. This truck just may be happier on a greener track. As at the 88, 24, and the 11 still kind of all close together. As speaking of, Bobby Hamilton Jr. making up a little bit of ground on him.
Yeah, Bobby Hamilton Jr. is going to roll into this nickel. But to add to your point there, Brian, you know, to being a concrete surface, we do see on asphalt surfaces definitely, you know, the track goes through changes with the rubber weight now, but it is dramatically more of a change at these concrete surfaces. And I don't think iRacing you don't really pick it up under caution, but in real life, it's the craziest thing you'll see is they'll do a long run and they'll lay down those black rubber marks in the strips where they lay the rubbers. Brandon Puffbarger's look good inside about Jr. But they lay it down, and then under caution when they roll around with the hot tires, it just picks up all the rubber. And the track will go completely change throughout like the next run. It'll start almost with this, steel rubber on the track, but a pretty clean track. Because Bobby Hunt, you're getting the wall there, unfortunately. And that's gonna let Kyle Front get in front of him for the 8th position.
It looks like he's either loose on exit and he's trying not to turn that wheel too much, keep it straight, or he's a little bit tight and he can't turn it enough.
Definitely. Yeah, there's multiple conditions that can push you out towards the wall here at Martinsville, that's for sure.
But do you know why concrete reacts differently to rubber than asphalt?
No, I'm not.
I'll take that as a no.
No.
Asphalt is more porous than concrete.
Makes sense.
So the rubber on asphalt the asphalt doesn't soak up the rubber. It's not actually part of it, but it fills in the cracks and everything. It really, they describe it as the asphalt soaking it up, but on concrete, the rubber actually lays right on top of it. So that's why, places that have these concrete corners or made out of complete concrete like Dover, that's why those tracks are so different. Because the rubber sits different.
Yeah, I'm thinking the only times we see concrete is Martinsville, Dover, and Bristol. So, very interesting stuff. Don't see it many times at tracks like that.
A pretty good battle up here with the 55 and the 56.
Yeah, I noticed Cameron was starting to catch Justin a little bit. You also got Chambaloo in that 88.
Yeah, he's catching them, and the 24 is catching all of them.
Yeah. Shane Wood, though, continues to lead this race in that 50 and that 20 truck. He's doing a great job out front. But like you said, the 56 is Justin Napier with the little gap here between him and Cameron Hagman. Is Cameron Hagman's getting a little bit of a battle here with 88 Chambaloo. Chambaloo was looking on the inside, but couldn't get the run off. Maybe here.
We got some shade. I need a shade siren.
You need a shade siren?
Like they got tornado sirens out west. I need a shade siren.
And Shannon got on that curve a little bit. That is dangerous.
You don't want to touch that. That's no good.
No, he's running his left side's right again. Oh! He says, excuse me, beep beep, coming through.
Well, they always say 8 tires are better than 4, but
it's true.
Well, he just opened the door for the 24, and he pounced on that, but ooh.
Gotta watch out.
Looks like everybody's...
Right. That's going to check up the 55 there.
Like I was saying, the 24 pounced on it once he got that open that bottom up there as he was going by the 55. The 24 just dove that thing in there and said, I'm going to take that position too.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah, unfortunately for Will Jones, he is 3 laps down, but he's still showing a strong truck as he's selling the pole, and he had that unscheduled pit stop, so I'm not sure what that was for him, but
truck may have been overheating, but didn't he get some front end damage?
He did. He was involved in the Red Bull Brandon Pumpar 42, but his nose is clean. So most likely it was a light touch.
I blame it on the hot dog wrapper.
That's true. It's probably one of mine I left out there.
It's going to be the next thing that comes into iRacing. We're going to see paper flying around on the track.
I hope so. That'd be pretty cool.
That'd make me mad.
We got Dodgers.
The leaders have started to get into lap traffic, but our top 3 is pretty much broke away. Yeah, we got about a 2.1 second gap here between first and third of Chris Worrell and Shane Wood. But it's back to the 4th place car, Chambaloo now, who's got by Justin Napier somehow there. I didn't see that, but up to 4th now. It's 8.1 seconds, so definitely interesting. But last time by, Shading was faster than our leaders. So 88 still showing strong pace. We've seen him lead already, and I think when the shade comes out, that 88 really does come over. Whoa! Say that he runs into the wall of 4 there. I think the shade definitely helps the 88 as we've seen him get a little loose off, and I think that's definitely helps his traction off the corner to drive off.
We have a couple cars here, trucks, apologize, that are a lap down. The 3, the 42, Dean Moore, Christopher, Steve, and Derek is all a lap down. Well, no, wait, Derek's 2 laps down, so I apologize for that. But them guys are going to have to start battling because eventually these leaders are going to catch them. And, you know, like you said, Brian, we got the stage coming up here on lap 150, so right now it looks like the 3 would get the lucky dog. As do we have yeah.
When's the last time he stopped?
Is that an unscheduled pit stop?
Yeah, I know the last couple of cautions he didn't hit, so that may be fuel. It'd be pretty close.
Well, the 51's on 80 laps of his tires, so, and Zach, you said probably roughly around 80 on fuel, so.
Yeah, and here he comes.
And here he comes, yeah, 80 laps that these guys are looking at getting on fuel, so good call there, Zach.
Yeah, they definitely had a few caution laps to probably help that number.
And that's forcing some other people to make some stops because new tires are about a second quicker.
Yeah, but Chris doesn't need to pit. I mean, you got 88 and the 6. They're 52 laps on their tires. Kyle Frame's 45 laps on his tires, so the top 6 is good to go on all the way up to the stage.
Yeah, that's really going to hurt these guys that just pitted. They're either going to take a wave around or hopefully get to the lucky dog. As Tommy D'Angelo right now is the lucky dog position with Shane Wood coming into the 3 and 4. Tommy D'Angelo is exiting 4, so he's about a quarter behind, and he's got about 5 laps now. So
looks like
Shane Wood has to charge.
The 51, 55, and 56 came in the next time by, and lucky dog still the 3 and Tommy D'Angelo. So yeah, these guys.
Oh, Bobby Hamilton Jr. reps.
Yellow flag is out.
Oh, and that's not
stage.
what they wanted to see.
Oh yeah, just loose off again.
Yeah, unfortunately. Oh boy. Well, that's gonna make the Tommy D'Angelo. He's gonna get his lap back as a lucky dog. Everybody else is gonna be 51 to 20 to 42. They're all gonna be trapped a lap down. Well, they're gonna get a wave around. They can probably get a wave around because the leaders are definitely.
Pit this time now. Oh no, the 6 pitted.
Ain't
Stage it over.
Oh, what was he? Oh boy, miscommunication there from his crew chief apparently. As he just gave up after all that battle, he gave up the stage. Oh man, that's gonna give it to the 88.
Blue pitted as well.
Yeah, I was about to say, guys, everybody pitted behind him except for Bobby Hamilton Jr.
Oh wait, what? Guys. So
the way they're looking at it is, the thing is, they need to pit. They would have to pit very soon if they didn't pit there.
They were only 56 laps on their fuel. They had 80 laps they can go.
Yeah, but you got to understand they won't be able to make it unnecessarily under one stop possibly then.
But okay.
It definitely
But now Bobby Hamilton Jr. pit.
Yeah, so now
I think it'll actually kind of rotate its way around.
That's what I was just ready to say, Brian. It looks like Chris
let's go take it.
Is going to take it now.
So everything I was worried about, I worried.
Right?
And a few of these guys are going to take the wave around. I think Tommy D'Angelo was our lucky dog. So Brandon Buffenbarger is the lead car of the lucky dogs right now. But he unfortunately couldn't get that lucky dog.
They got to go around here 100 more laps. So, and you said so they're going to have to. They're looking at least one more pit stop.
Definitely.
very
you got
interesting.
pit once, and I think you do it at the halfway mark if you can get that far.
Yeah, that's very true, Brian.
I like splitting things in half when it comes to when I need to get tires and fuel. Just split that run in half.
I'm assuming the 3 pit. So Bobby Hamilton brought out the yellow, and now he's in second place. As a scoring pylon, it's going to work its way around here. We'll see as...
yeah, I think he gets an EOL for bringing up the caution. So,
pace car lights are in. I don't know if they're going to go back green here as no one's lined up and ready to go. As the pace car's in, everybody's trying to catch up to the field.
Yeah, everybody got to pretty much everybody got to wait.
And green's out. We're going to go green, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah, this puts a whole new meaning on this race. Is Chris Worrell has a lead to Channing Blue there in 88, who's in traffic. And he got,
Oh, I hear somebody spinning.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Yeah, yep. Ooh, I heard contact.
Oh, and now I hear more contact, and it looks like Bobby Hamilton is
yeah,
involved into that one.
I think Bobby Hamilton, yeah, he lost
loose
his time
again.
too there. Oh,
Yeah,
he
got
backed
loose again.
Steve Murdoch. Ooh.
Well, watch him come down into 1 and 2.
Ooh.
Into the pit barrels.
And oh, he almost hit the inside wall, hit the brakes, hit the wall, backs it up, and oh, the 53 just door slammed him. And now he's crabbing.
Yeah, and then I think he ended up hitting the pit wall on entry because of the crab walk, and his injured expired and he had the toes. I think that may end Bobby Hamilton Jr.'s night.
Oh, he just took out the barrels and blew up. Well, he tried to take out the water barrels. There's no water in there, Bobby.
If he is thirsty, I ought to go get some root beer.
Yeah. Proud sponsor of the Earl. Mug Root Beer Truck Series here tonight at the Earl. Make sure you check out when you go to the store. Grab some Mug Root Beer. Grab some vanilla ice cream. And make yourself a nice root beer float, which I keep saying that every week. And eventually I'm going to do it.
Yeah, well, we'll have to plan it out to where all three of us make ourselves a root beer float at the same time.
That sounds amazing.
Actually, I might do. Y'all get ready for next week. I'll get some this week.
Yeah. This is interesting, guys, because we had 7 cars on the lead lap. This is gonna bring everybody on the lead lap back together, get them all racked up back again. It's gonna bring Shane Wood and Jay and the 51 back into the picture. And yeah, and Channing's gonna restart here with Chris. I think this is gonna get interesting here with these last 100 laps here at the Earl at Martinsville, and definitely something to watch for here. It was 7 cars on the lead lap. We had Shane Wood and I believe the 51 also Jay pit, and getting some new tires. And there's Nickel coming down pit road right now, and so those guys got some fresh tires on their ride, and not losing much from it. Yeah, not losing a bunch of track position. Brandon Puffenberger is our first car lap down right now, so he's still looking to get that lucky dog. Gonna be a wild one though.
Yeah, it just honestly kind of sucks for those guys who had to pit right before that stage, because now this caution comes out. The leaders didn't pit, so they still can't get their lap back.
Yeah, you're exactly right there, Brian. With the leaders staying out, there will be no wave rounds given, and just something those guys are definitely going to have to deal with.
All right, well, pace car's going in on lap 160 here as they get double file here to restart at the paperclip of Martinsville. Grab your hot
Green
dogs
flag,
and
green flag.
greens out, as don't throw the wrappers on the track. They overheat the trucks.
Whoa, Channing Blue really drove it deep in there. He somehow made it stick a lot better than I thought it would.
Yeah, we've seen Shannon be really aggressive all night. Look at that 51 though.
Right here, tires.
Oh, I think we're all good.
Yeah, I think we're good too. I didn't hear a crunch, so.
We got Shane Wood attacking Tommy D'Angelo here to take that 4th position. Brand new tires.
Just clear. If I were 1st through 4th place, I'd be not worried about that 20 truck right now.
Yeah, and the battle that I'm really watching right now here is Brandon Puffenbarger trying to get by Mickey Spear in 41, but he's got that 39 at Kyle Frame, his teammate at Airborne Motorsports, and his other teammate, Dean Moore, so Airborne Motorsports is fighting for this lucky dog. And definitely only going to be one man that can get that if the caution does come out, so they're going to have to hope for a caution before these leaders can get back around and lap somebody else. So we're having some contact back here in the back.
We got the 41. He's battling. He's 13 laps down, but he says, guys, I ain't giving up. As the 7 clears, Christopher clears the 41 there of Mickey. Mickey, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Mickey.
He can still make up a few positions because you got Steve Murdoch sitting on pit road. I believe he'll get his position this time by. And he can get Bobby Hamilton Jr. here in a few more laps. So he can definitely get one more position at the moment.
Well, that's called determination. That's what I like to see out of drivers. Don't give up. Just giving a bad race doesn't mean you can't gain a couple of positions, because as we all know, every point matters in NASCAR. So with the new chase format, as these guys here in the real life and on iRacing and at the EARL, they all run it the same as what the real life or what we watch. So every point matters, and when you're running for cash and prizes, it matters.
Yeah, definitely. I think you definitely got to respect these drivers that do have that perseverance to ride around out there with a road truck, just trying to get maybe 2-3 positions. So that might be all that they can get, but they're determined, and that's definitely there's something to be said about that.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I'm the type that doesn't give up either. Don't matter if I'm driving around. Well, unless my truck's crab walking, then that's a different story.
Yeah, I think that's where you kind of have to draw the line.
Yeah, yeah, because there's no fixing it. But at 84 back here, he's got a heavy damage to the front of his truck. But I think Brian fell off the rocking chair. Not Brian, Zach.
Yeah, I think so. I ain't sure where he is, but we actually think the 42 and 39, yeah, they're battling for the lucky dog right now. 39 got pretty close.
Yeah, that's
42
for sure.
was able to gap him, and now he's...
Yellow flag is out.
Oh, never mind.
Caution.
And the 42 gets the lucky dog. He's going to be the one getting the wave around here. As
looks like it was the 84. We just got loose out of 2.
Did the broadcast sheet. Go back and watch here on instant replay and see.
Didn't hit nothing though.
Goes down into turn 1 and 2. Coming out, and that thing just whoop, and hits the brakes and stops. And like you said, Brian, he didn't hit nothing. Backs it up and keeps going.
Getting out of track this narrow, it can be kind of hard to do sometimes if you lose the truck, not hit anything. But good job by him to lock her down, and we're clean. Well, the truck wasn't clean. I guess don't add any more damage than you already got.
That's right, yeah.
Oh, we have the 6, the 88, the 20. Everybody's coming down pit road now. Brandon in 42 is going to get his wave around. He'll be making a pit stop. Get back on the lead lap in 8th position. So we'll have 8 trucks on the lead lap here tonight of 23 trucks that gridded tonight here at the Earl.
Yeah, that's it. Like the 6th truck right here, leading the race. He started 17th, so a heck of a drive for him.
Definitely.
Tommy D'Angelo started 12th up to 5th. Kyle Frame started 18th up to 9th.
I just wonder if anybody's gonna have anything for Chris. He's been out a strong truck here tonight. But you said that, Brian, you know, watch out for that 20. Well, and you got the 51. We know JD got a strong truck, so.
And Puffmarker's also back on the lead lap now too, so gonna have a few more guys on the lead lap here. I think a few guys did take the win, like Kyle Frame, Cameron Hagman, Christopher Hill, and Dean Moore. So
yes,
4 guys. And I had to step away for 1 sec, guys. I could do something real quick. Sorry.
Not a problem. Not a problem. But. Well, with that being said, like I always say, thank you to everybody out there who's tuning in. Great fan base here we have here tonight at Freaky Fast Broadcasting with the Earl. Sponsored by Mug Root Beer. Make sure you check them out on Facebook at the Mug Root Beer. Description is below in Facebook and YouTube side. You'll be able to go to their Facebook side and tell them how much you like the root beer if you're a root beer drinker. Also, I'd like to say thank you to everybody who is tuning out. Don't forget that follow button, subscribe button, bell button when we go live. You'll get all the notifications and you don't miss any action here at Freaky Fast Broadcasting. Are we going back green this time? But yes, pace car lights are out, and looks like we are going to go green here, ladies and gentlemen. That 177 of 250 as Chris in that 6 is going to get ready to try to hold off JD. See if that top line eventually going to come in as we got greens out. And wow, look at the 88. Sorry about that, Brian. Go ahead. Sorry again.
Really, yeah, I was just gonna say that 6, another solid restart by him, and yeah, that 88
yellow
is gonna restart 4th as we have another caution.
As well, laps are winding down here at Martinsville, and looks like the 24 was involved. Go back and see if we can see what happened with the 24.
Something with Mickey Spear in the 41. Yeah, no, I'm upset. He's just a little slow on the outside there, and 11 just got into him enough to turn him around.
Yeah, 10-4. Sorry about that. I had a dog barking at me, so had to hit the mute button again. But I do apologize for that. But yeah, you're right there, Brian. Yeah, so we're back under yellow. But what I was saying here, ladies and gentlemen, as well, it looks like the 24 is going to get a wave around here. Back on, get one of his laps back. How many laps is down?
He may.
No, he's back on the lead lap. So now we have 13. Lap. Yes, Jerry out there on Facebook. Jerry West is watching us on Facebook. I appreciate you tuning in. And no, I did not bark. It was my dog. You know how dogs are. They hear a little noise and all of a sudden they think the world's coming to an end.
Yeah, either that or your dog might be a Mickey Spear fan. Got a little upset.
Well, I could say this. Once I start singing, the dogs get excited because I do sing to my dogs. I guess I shouldn't have said that on live broadcast, but I do. Okay. Well, anyways.
Hey, it's just like you know, they say that if you have a plant or something and you want your plant to grow real nice, you let them listen to music. And there's actually, they've done some experiments, and it does work. Plants that listen to music do grow better.
What?
I know. Yeah, nobody knows why, but it's true.
Okay, well, we're on the subject
Anyway,
of
back to
plants
Martinsville.
because, yeah, I've never heard that. Okay, yeah, ask Google. I've never heard that, but okay, but yeah, anyways, like you're saying, what I was trying to get to as everybody's out there clapping on Facebook and laughing at me now, laps are winding down here at Martinsville at the Earl, and it's gonna eventually turn into you have to move somebody. I got a funny feeling drivers are gonna move some people, or not so much. Well, move them, bump them, and move them as the pace car goes in. We'll see if that 6 can get a great start again, like he has been all night. He's looking really good on the starts there, Brian, like you said. So
Green flag, green flag.
Green's out, and again he gets a great start.
There's a little wiggle there, just a little bit of a wiggle. Another solid start as we got some shade again, and the Channing Ballou, yeah, he's going way out there, way up high in the corners, but is able to maintain that speed.
I said earlier, I wonder if that high line's going to come in effect, and I think the 88's saying, well, I got to try now and see if...
Oh, I hear some tires.
We're riding in the front here.
55 and a 7. Ooh.
We have, let's go back to the 55 and the 70. Oh!
Yellow flag is out.
And yellow is out now, as we were watching.
That took a while for the yellow to come out there.
Yeah. Go back to the replay here and see if we can see what happened. Oh, the 55 got Kyle Frank. Oh, he saved it. Nope, no, he didn't save it. And the 7, oh, and and domino effect.
Yeah, big domino effect right there. Yeah, 55, it just kind of got caught on that curb, couldn't get off of it without spinning it.
It looks like the 24 was involved into that too.
Just a little bit. I think he was able to slow up enough not to hurt the truck too bad.
Now we're watching live here now, and don't look like he's got any front end damage, but he definitely's got a little bit of damage there in the center of the back. But that shouldn't hurt him too bad. We're watching him come down pit road here. We're watching a lot of trucks come down pit road, 35 miles per hour here at Martinsville. And I got a funny feeling we're going to start seeing some action, guys, ladies, here. Whoa, the 51's completely out of his box.
It's kind of hard to get tires when you're not in your box.
He's still out of his box. Are they actually servicing that truck? Yeah, they are.
The 51.
Wow, I didn't realize you could be so far sideways and still get service here in iRacing. I thought you had to be pretty lined up.
You just have to, I think you have to have all 4 tires inside the box. You actually had that right rear tire. It was a little bit outside the box.
Yeah, that's what I was saying there, Brian. That's kind of shocking. Line. I just learned something new today.
Huh.
Yeah. Did you just learn something new for next week for the Road to Pro?
Yeah, I think so. I think that might come in handy.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, I thought, well, we'll see if he gets... yeah, well, he's not going to get penalized because the game doesn't look at it that way. Oh,
Yeah, I think in real life that'd definitely be a penalty because you do have to have all 4 of your tires inside the line.
Correct.
Or on the line. I can't remember if it's on the line or inside the line. I think Zach would be... I think he would know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you have to be inside the line, be honest with you.
Yeah,
but
I think so too.
I could be wrong, but... Well, maybe our fan base out there will let us know there on Facebook, YouTube side. Or they can just go ask Google for us. Should be going back green this time by as the 57 now is up to second place. A little front end damage there, but he worked himself up to second place as that pace car ducks in. And, well, we got trucks checking up already. See if that 6 can get a good start this time here, Brian, as he's got fresh tires as everybody else. And
green flag,
beautiful. Man, does he ever just bottle rocket out of that turn?
Yeah, when you control the restart like that, you don't have to guess about when you have to go. It really helps, and he's able to get a really good launch as the 88 managed to get clear around everybody. And that 6 is going to have a mirror full of them.
Oh, that 20's clears the 57, and now the 57's going to come down on the low line there and try to hold back that 51, but now we got the 11 back there battling with the 3. Haven't talked much about the 3 here all night. He's worked himself back up to see, he's gonna work himself to 8th position, 7th? Yeah, 7th position.
Oh man, that 88 truck, he's so close to getting there. He's really close. Diving on the inside, going into turn 1. Oh, that's tight.
Oh, he pushed that. He pushed the 6 up. 6 got a good launch off that corner, but wow. Oh wow, that 88 is all over him. He's looking for the lead, coming down to 1, and
thought twice about it. I think that's good. He still got a few laps here, so got time.
He's looking again, and he got him.
Yellow flag is out.
Oh man, oh man.
Everybody watch out. That's a bad spot to be sitting.
I had a funny feeling. I seen that coming, Brian. Seen that coming. That
Yeah.
88 was really dive bombing that turn, but no.
Well, he runs a different line than everybody else, and so he's quicker in different parts of the corner. And I think that's just what it was there. Is that yeah, he's able to get to the gas quicker than the 6 did there. It's one of those unfortunate deals. Still got 50 laps, so the 6 does still have time to get back up there.
That and like we always say, short track racing, beating and banging, and I'll go back to what I said earlier, ladies and gentlemen. Laps are winding down, and clicking off 19-second laps around here at Martinsville. Laps go by fast, so.
But yeah, you can do about 30 laps in a minute.
Yeah.
So in 5 minutes, you go on 15 laps.
Well, my data is showing that if we do go back green, once we go back, well, when we go back green, we don't have no yellows. I apologize, said that wrong. It's saying that the race should be over in about 16 minutes.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that, everybody.
All right, Zach Hall's back from running out to the store and getting some mug root beer. Got some ice cream. He probably made a root beer float, and he's gonna enjoy it.
Yeah, I was running out. I finished my drink off, and I was like, I got an emergency. I got a good deal. I had to go refill my tank, but got me a nice cold glass of mug root beer, and yeah.
Yeah, Robert said go check him out on Facebook earlier, but I think you ought to go, check him out. No, really, go to the store, check him out, take him to the checkout.
Ching ching.
Right, with the good joke. That was great.
No, that was pretty bad, actually.
That
was a bad joke.
A for effort, all right? A for effort.
Okay.
So, what did I miss, guys?
Well, the 88 got into the back of the 6, and he went around, and here we are.
Okay.
50 laps left. Well, 50 and a half.
Interesting.
Now it's 50.
First 50 to go here at the Earl.
Looks like Channing will
Get the
EOL right there, so he'll be making his way up through the pack as well, along with the 6.
Interesting.
Yeah, they'll be trying to make their way through the field together.
Yeah, and you got the back
Which
over
is
here.
ironic.
You missed to agree here.
He got Shade Wood in the 20. We'll see what he can do on a restart.
Yeah.
Green's out.
Green flag, green flag.
That's what he can do on a restart.
Shout out like a bottle rocket.
Yeah, being the leader on these restarts is just such an advantage.
Oh,
To 11. Ooh.
One blinked in the 11. When he came back, the 11 was on his bumper. Ooh, that could have been worse.
Oh,
We got
I
a
never
gaggle
saw the
there.
51 leave.
Yeah, well, he blinked for me a little bit.
If he blinked for you, probably blinked for the 11.
Yeah, and look, Dennis, he's going to look on his inside here. We got smoke in front of our leader here.
Ooh, 3
Yellow flag
around.
is out.
Oh!
Ooh,
wow.
51 and the
they're
11.
still wrecking back there.
Hector.
Oh,
Oh, the 51 is, and I said earlier, Zach, tempers are going to start to fly as these laps get down. Here we go.
Yeah.
So, hope everybody out there is enjoying the show here at Freaky Fast here. As we're watching the 11 come down pit road, his truck looks like a modified.
almost.
Will Jones is now back on the lead lap, isn't he, huh?
Oh, yeah, I think he got his lap back a couple cautions ago, so.
Okay. So, wow, he was 3 laps down at one point.
Just, somebody just launched a piston into orbit.
Low Earth orbit. It'll last there for about 6 months, and it will burn up that re-entry.
Okay.
I'm a space. I like space. Okay, I know my space stuff.
Oh, you do?
A little bit. I like it. I like space.
I like the moon. I like the stars.
Like
Once upon a star.
He's gonna get his dogs working.
Oh yeah, let's not get the dogs barking. We already got it. They're already mad at me as it is.
Yeah, this is setting up interesting, guys. Look who's up in 4th though. At 42, Brandon Puffenbarger. Teammate Kyle Frame, the 39 right there.
Yeah, they were racing for a lucky dog earlier, and now they're
Yeah.
running 3rd and 4th.
It really shows you at Martinsville how fast stuff can change, really. So
Yeah, I mean, you might lose positions real quick, but you can get them back real quick too. So that's why,
Yeah,
when something happens to me, I just don't worry. It could happen. The reverse can happen just as quick.
that is for sure, Brian. And look at Chris Worrell in the 6th. Yeah, he's back up the 5th. Got his buddy Chan and Baloo. Only one car behind, one car between them. So I think that we start the same lane here.
Well, I think, because both of them got quick trucks. Both of them, I think they got trucks to win the race. So hopefully they'll just kind of forget about that little thing and get up to the lead, and then they can do whatever they want to.
All right, well, pace car's in, and wait, pace car's not in. I got all excited. I said, "Ooh, we're gonna go back green." I was talking to the fans out there. Yeah, I was talking to the fans out there watching us, and all right, well, now the pace car ducks in, and the 20 is gonna get ready to get these guys to green flag here as we're waiting for that green, and freaky green's out. Wow, what a great jump by that 20.
Yeah, Shane Wood did a great job with the 39 Kyle Frame. Going to follow in through there and take 2nd position. Look at Brandon Puffenbarger. He's going to try to get on that inside that 51 of Jay. Jay's being tough, driving in deep. But look at that 42, great drive off, wrecking in the back. I think they got that guy going straight.
Oh, the 88 almost got to the 6 again.
And there's look at the 42. Watch to the 3rd. Airborne Motorsports in 2nd and 3rd now. Got Chris in the 6th coming back up, who was our leader before, and he got the 88 right behind him. Wow, guys, this is spicing up to be a real interesting race here.
Yeah, I think it's about to get real spicy here. If it was a habanero before, it's about to be a ghost pepper.
Wow, that's a good comparison. I like that.
And after race might be a Carolina Reaper.
I'm trying to think of what the hottest pepper in the world is now, but
Carolina Reaper did hold it for a while, but when that came out, you know, it's like other things. You know, people crossbreed.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Everybody wants that record.
Everybody wants.
Everybody wants this win tonight.
Yeah, and Shane Wood is putting out some fiery laps here.
88 underneath the 6, looking to make a pass.
51 back to 7th here, guys. After starting 2nd on that restart. Just go clear on back.
88 gets around the 6. No harm, no foul, so.
Yeah, well, we'll see if the 6 turns anything here. I don't think Chris will.
Not right now. 249 might be a different story.
That's true, Brian. That's very true. And look at Brandon Puffenbarger there. He's trying to catch his teammate. Will his teammate make this difficult, or will he decide to let him go on by to maybe see if he can chop down Shane Trees? Shane Trees. Shane Wood.
You tried.
I know. That's when you're trying too hard.
Yeah, 42, he's inching just a little bit closer. But he's got to go, too, because that 88, he's coming as well.
Yeah, that 20 is shot out of a cannon this run. Shane Wood is shown like he has all night that he has really strong pace in that 20 truck, and very impressive. Ooh, and Kyle Frame a little loose there in the 39 coming out, too. Brandon Puffenbarger can't attack him, though. So he's got that 88 on his back bumper.
Yeah, this is it's a battle for second right here, so a lot of points up for grabs here.
Yeah, guys, I'm looking back here at 8th and Will Jones. He's running competitive lap times with that destroyed front end, actually. So if we get another caution, I think that 24 is going to be someone to even think about. It. Shane Wood actually gets a little bit loose there coming out, too. Shane Wood continuing to slightly pull away here from these guys. Wow, I think, yeah, Brandon Puffenbarger in the last 2 laps ran the exact identical time to his last lap before, so.
Consistency is key.
That is true, Brian. This is a rhythm track, and you got to build that. They were a little bit quicker than Shane Wood the time before. I don't know about this time. Looks like they're a little bit slower this time. Shane was able to build that gap just a little more.
Might be making a move to make a pass here in the next handful of laps. Suck that 88 right to the back bumper of the 42 as he's going to look in, going into 3, but backs out of it.
Yeah, that's one of those ones that maybe hope the driver in front of you overdrives it because you're looking. That's let Kyle Frame with the 88 and 42 of Brandon Puffenbarger's mirror. Definitely have to drive a little more defensive in at 39. Starting to pull away just a little bit. Shane Wood is really fast times. Kyle Frame not too far off, but just a little tick slower than that time last time by.
88 may have got a little bit of a 42's bumper in the middle of 1 or 2 there.
Yeah, it's definitely the battle we're going to have to watch here. Is this 42 and this 88? This 88 is roughing up that back bumper.
Oh, he blocked him.
Ooh, that could have been
Could have been real bad.
Could have been real bad for both of them.
Well, we're riding with the cockpit here as we're watching these guys, the 42 and 88. Right inside the 88 and watching him, and he's just wheeling the heck out of this truck right now.
Yeah, Brandon Puffenbarger got a great run off the 4 there. Was able to clear back by him. That outside line is not useless. Definitely is not better than the bottom, but defending the guy up there is definitely very usable. And Brandon Puffenbarger is going to use all of that.
And Kyle, hang on to it. Oh, we just caught that live as we were going to the camera to watch the 39 of Kyle Frame. Go back and see here what happened. He was trying to get under the 55.
Yeah, Cameron Hagman there in the 55, and it seemed like a little contact, and it just...
Oh, that was net code. They weren't even touching, and the truck lifted up in the air and bounced back down.
Yeah, the truck did a wheelie, as I like to say.
Yeah, that's a good way to explain it, because you could, on the live replay, you could see it bounce.
Ooh, the 20 faked pit entry, and Brandon Puffenbarger got caught.
39, 6, 51, 24. From then on back, everybody's coming down, guys. Alan DeFries is in
and
the...
it might be the 20 that just got caught. He may have just played himself.
You played yourself. Yeah, I think that was a tough call.
He's
from
got
Shane Wood's position.
Well, he's got 41 laps on his tires. So 20 laps to go, 45. Well, he's got enough of fuel. Don't worry about that. I don't know. Ooh. 41 laps on his tires, and then the 88's got 24 laps on his tires, and then basically from third on black, all pitted. So
yeah, it's a tough call.
Yeah, being a leader here, deciding when to pit, I know I hate that position, but 20, I think right now he's just going to be hoping for some really quick cautions.
Yeah, he's definitely going to probably have to hope for cautions here, Brian. I mean, if he can get a good jump out there, I think he can hold off a car. He has a very quick truck. You know, hold off maybe Brandon Puffenbarger and the 6 of Chris. Also got the 24 there now in 5th. So Will Jones ain't out of this. I think we're about to see a wild finish here.
24, that whole other run, he had a theme song in his head. It was going, dun, dun, dun. Now it's going a bunch faster. Dun, dun, dun. So.
Well, his lap times were competitive. I wouldn't say they were, top of the track here compared to everybody else. The top 3 definitely were a little bit quicker. He does have significant damage, but with the damage he has, I was impressed definitely with his lap times. So newer tires, I think he can position himself well, but he's also got some other guys with some new tires behind him. So going to be interesting here. Shane Wood pretty much in his position as the pace car lights do go, so we're about to go green this next time by. But in his position, everybody's pretty much going to do the opposite of the leader. Luckily, he did have Channing stay out, but you would hope someone else in the second row, but he's got cars on new tires right behind him, and I think Brandon Puffenbarger is going to be ready to pounce here if he can.
All right, well, pace car lights are off. Pace car goes in as the 20 is going to get ready to go back green here with 19 laps to go. Waiting, and freaky green. Watch out for that gopher in turn 1.
Yeah, 88, able to clear 42. 20 gets by him, he's able to stay in front of the 42. So he'll line up right behind the 42 underneath the 6 right now, looking to take that position away from him. Tell you what, those old tires up front are pretty impressive right now.
Yeah, we'll see what those new tires do now that they start to get single filed out. Track temp's down to 88, so we're getting cooler out here. With less than 20 to go, Brandon Puffenbarger is not going to make that pass with the 88 very quickly. And because laps here click off so fast as we're coming to 16 to go this time by right here.
Patience is out the window.
It's time. It's time to go. Like you said, Zach. It's no more sitting back. You got to go. 16 laps are going to click off extremely fast here.
Yeah, Brandon Puffenbarger, he's trying to work that exit off the 4 there. He's looking on the 88, but the 88's running that wide arc. That's helping him get those good exits. Shannon's doing a better job. This what Shane wants to see out of his rear view mirror is these guys racing.
88 and 42 are going to be battling it. The third position here.
2 setting himself up. Well, he was going to try to get a good exit off of 2, but he just may have missed it by just a little bit.
Yeah, the thing with Martinsville, sometimes you have to back up you know, for the person that you're behind, because you get on a run on them too soon, it's either wreck them or lift. So you know, at that point you gotta really back up. But when you have another truck like the 6 there, Chris, you can't really back it up, because guess what, he can pounce on you. I think his move is to go to the outside of him, but the way the 88 is running the corner, it's gonna be a hard move to make the outside work. And Shane Wood, I don't want to say he's driving off in the sunset, but he's definitely got the gap right now that he needs.
Yeah, definitely. He's not being pressured right now at all whatsoever. So 42 looking.
42's looking.
Can't quite keep it there though.
He's there. 88 packs it in there, but 42's gonna roll that bottom. Oh, he caught a little bit of the curb. That's gonna hurt him a little bit on exit here.
Oh, and he lost all his momentum.
That was a great try by Brandon Puffbarger, but not all the chips there. Let's try to get him, but he's still gonna have time. But coming to 9 to go here, and I think the bumper is gonna have to come to use here as the 6 is all over the back of the 42, and the 42 is trying to get by that 88.
Yellow flag is out.
Oh, caution.
Oh,
and,
boy.
This changes everything right here, guys. I think you're staying out if you're Shane Wood, but
oh boy. Oh
I
boy.
think you're staying out if you're anybody but maybe the last couple cars on the lead lap.
yeah, if I see a car duck off early and a few of them go, I mean, why not go get 2 to get ahead, you know, the track position with it. But yeah, I would probably stay out here too, Brian, at this point.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
pit.
you're looking for some action-packed racing. What the 88's gonna pit? Okay. Wow, that is a call.
He got faked out right there pretty hard. Interesting.
Yeah. What I was saying is if anybody's looking for a truck league open setup Sunday night, make sure you check out the Earl here. As you can see, there's a lot of great racing, a lot of beating and banging, a little tempers flying here and there, but that's expected here at Martinsville, as the 33 gets another lap back. So, what do you guys think we're gonna see here with well, once that pace car goes in, what, about 4 laps to go, roughly?
Yeah, pretty much. Next caution's going to end the race, so
Yeah. This is going to be the last
get to the lead as soon as possible.
This is where bumpers are definitely going to come into factor here. Maybe Chris Worrell on the bottom there is maybe sitting in the best advantage. I mean, Shane's just going to have to do a good job with another great restart and hope to get a big enough gap to where these guys, at least fresher tires, can't get to them.
Let's see, go back. Who's got the freshest tires? Back in 10th place? Everybody stayed out except for the 88. As we've seen, he got faked out. So he's going to start in 10th place with fresh tires. So,
Yeah, it's not enough time, unfortunately, for him probably to do anything unless there's some major issue with these leaders. But you never know, Martinsville. Crazy things can happen. Yeah. I think right now Brandon Puffbarger needs to get the restart of his life and not let that 20 get too big of a jump and make sure he clears that 6 so he can have a shot at that back bumper of that 20.
Yeah, hopefully the 42 truck right there, hopefully his sim rig includes either a 3-monitor setup or maybe a VR headset of some sort so he can look to the left a little bit, see where that truck is on its inside.
Yeah,
that's definitely going to be a necessity in getting a good restart and able to stay on his outside coming out too.
Yep, we got 3 to go at this restart here, guys. Pace car's in.
well, we're going to get ready for that final time here at Martinsville at the Earl as they're going to ready. And it looks like the 20 waited, and off he goes. He gets a great start, but now it's going to be the battle between the 42 and the 6, guys.
Yeah, the 6 with a really good restart on the bottom. I think he's going to clear. 42, and he does. The 42 is going to look, and he's going to block it.
Good pass by the 6
Come to
there.
2 to go. Can the 6 get to him? We've seen the 6 be quick all night. Shane Wood, though, has been perfect. He's only got to make it around 2 more times, guys. I don't think these guys are going to get to him. He's got a gap. He's going to come to the white flag afterward. And they're wrecking.
Yellow,
That's going to be the end
yellow.
of the race. Shane Wood is your winner.
Oh, congratulations. Where did that wreck come? Kyle Frame involved into that one?
I believe so, and it might have been Dennis Nickel involved also at 11.
We're watching Kyle back here on the replay. Comes across the start-finish line, looking okay. Gets down into turn 1. And still not seeing anything from Kyle. Oh, it's right in front of him as the 11. Oh, yeah. Oh, congratulations to Shane Wood. Gets the win here for Bad Company Racing. Well, they said last week, guys, that they knew they were going to come in strong. They had a good truck from last week's win, so congratulations to them. They put on another amazing show here tonight at the EARL.
Yeah, that's for sure, Robert. And Bad Company Racing, I believe that's 3 in a row for these guys now here at the EARL. Them winning at Phoenix Auto Club and now Martinsville. So very impressive stuff from these guys.
As a 20 says, well, my truck was clean. I'm just going to destroy it now.
No reason not to tear the fenders up now. Nobody can get to the back bumper, so he might as well, you know, give the guy some work back at the shop.
Amen. Amen on that. All right. Well, as we get everybody ready for some post-race interviews here at Freaky Fast Broadcasting, we will quick run a commercial here from a proud sponsor of Freaky Fast, beatamatch.org. Make sure you check them out, as we'll have a quick word with them about commercial. But we'll be right back.
One of the main reasons I did decide to join the registry is because the lack of African American representation on the registry. It's our responsibility to register. This is something that we can control. You can do this. Think about if it was your child. Think about if it was your sister. Don't let fear be the only reason that you don't save a life.
My name's Quentin O'Donnell. I'm 19 years old, and I was born and raised in Boulder, Colorado. When I was 16 years old, I was diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma, and since then, I have been doing 3 years of treatment. For the future, I hope that I'm able to beat my disease and just be a normal person. I want to go to college, I want to continue to race, maybe be a professional driver one day, and just keep on living. That's my goal.
All right, we are back after that quick word from Be The Match. All right, well, we know we got our top 3 here at the EARL at Martinsville. A tough race, fun race to watch. But we will. I guess we. Who we missing
we got
here?
our 3rd place finisher in our 1st place, Chris Worrell. If you're listening to us,
Hop
hop
in
into
Discord, and we'll get you in
Discord
the weight room.
yeah, we'll give you
talk
an
with
interview
me.
if you want it. You ain't got to talk to us.
Well, if we're ready for the 3rd place, man, for you, Brian, I can bring up Brandon Puffenbarger if you guys are ready.
Yeah, let's do it.
All righty. Well, here's your 3rd place, man, Brandon Puffenbarger.
Hey, Brandon, it's Brian in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
You drove a heck of a race there. You were sitting up front for most of the race, and were really close to getting the lead a few times. And we've seen you pass a few trucks with ease at some points and with difficulty at others. So how did that race go for you, man?
That's pretty good. Besides that one restart where the whole field kind of checked up, so I got a ton of damage off of that. But other than that, it's pretty good. Um, kind of what I expected for Martinsville.
Yeah, it was. That's just short track racing. That's what we had tonight. So, but how was the truck for you? Did you feel pretty comfortable in it? Did you have any handling issues?
It was really comfortable. Me and my one driver on my team usually do sets together, and I usually just tweak on it and let him run laps, and he said it was pretty good, so I just threw it in there for tonight. And uh, it was kind of tight, like in between center and exit, but other than that, it was perfect.
Hey, it was quick enough to get yourself a third place finish there. And before I let you go here, is there anybody you'd like to give a shout out to?
Airborne Motorsports, Airborne Graphic, you guys for putting on the show, and Bobby and Nick for putting on this league.
All righty. Well, go have yourself a good night there after a third place finish, and we'll see you here next week.
I mean,
All right, guys, that was our second or third place fan, sorry, of Brandon Puffenberger. So heard him say, pretty happy with that third place finish. Pretty much what he expected. So again, we don't have our second place man right now. Chris, if you're out there listening to broadcast, man, come hop in Discord and get a talk with me. But I guess we can go ahead and get our Victory Lane interview, Robert, if you're ready.
Oh, I am so ready. I'm down here with the 20 truck here out start finish line as he's hopping out and getting ready to celebrate his win. Shane, Wood, Robert and Booth, you got a copy there, man?
Got you, Robert. What's up, man?
Hey, not much, man. What a run. What a race. These guys fell back in the pack a little bit, had to work your way back up through. But how was the truck for you overall here tonight at Martinsville?
Truck started out really loose. Could barely hang on to it, and then cross between, the track cooling off a little bit, making some in the truck adjustments. It came around. That last run was beautiful. Truck felt really good.
Yeah, everybody ducked in and made pit road, and we were like, wow, Shane stayed out on 41 laps of his tires. Was that your game plan the whole time, that you're like, man, I'm not going to give up this lead. I'm going to stay right where I'm at?
Yeah, so David Bradford, unfortunately he was out early, and he was in my ear a little bit, giving me some coaching on how far we could go, and we knew the cutoff, and once we had made our bed, we had laid in it, we had committed to the end. But we worked really hard on those setups, not just for the short run, but made sure those things paid off lap after lap, especially towards the end.
Yeah, you guys' team is just really being strong right now. Back Company Racing with David and all them, and Will Jones had a little bit of issues here tonight, but hey, you get another victory here at the EARL, sponsored by the Mug Root Beer. So with that being said, man, congratulations. Getting ready to pack up and go, I forget where we go. What, Bristol next? No, Texas. Where do we go next? Texas.
Yep, should be Texas.
Texas. Yeah, I thought so. I got ahead of myself there. I'm ready for the fish bowl, I guess. But hey, man, congratulations from Freaky Fast on getting that win. And is there any final shout outs you want to give before you pack this stuff up here and get ready to head south?
Yeah, absolutely. Every single one of my teammates were very committed to me getting the win this week. Not necessarily on track, but getting a setup that I liked, making sure that it drove good for me. So those other guys, I think they made some sacrifices on what they were driving to get me a car that I liked. I think I'm the only guy without a finish this season. So I got to give a huge shout out to those guys for the sacrifices they've made.
Amen on that. Amen on that. All right. Well, again, congratulations here from Zach Hall and Brian Johnson and Freaky Fast getting your win here. And we will catch you down at Texas, down south, and maybe some barbecue, and we'll all hang out.
Yeah, man. It's a 4.5 hour drive from where I'm sitting right now. So we're going to pull the truck up there and do some work.
There you go. There you go. All right. Well, we'll catch you next week. And congratulations again, Shane.
Thanks, Robert.
All right, guys, that was our winner here tonight, Shane Wood, and we do have our third place man. I have gotten in contact with him, so I will, or second place man. Sorry about that. Chris. So I will get a talk with him here in a second. Hey, Chris, it's Zach up in the booth. You got a copy, man?
Hey, man, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you loud and clear. So, well, man, you started 17th tonight, so you started pretty far back. I see you didn't put a qualifying lap, so but you drove your way all the way to second. And you led there for a while, and really showed a strong truck for you tonight. How was your truck?
Oh, man, I'd have to be honest with you. It's kind of trash on my part. Didn't come up with a good setup before this race. Still fairly new to getting those fine-tuned setups where I can run with Bobby and Shane and Jay. I'm just thankful to be able to run up there with those guys at the end of the night and hold on to the second place.
Yeah, definitely. Well, you did a good job wheeling that thing, man, because you definitely were up there most of the night. And there at the end, you did have a little bit fresher tires. I know you started on the bottom there on that restart, and you were able to get by Brandon. Do you think maybe if you could have maybe got a little bit closer to Shane or had a few more laps, maybe with them fresher tires, you could have maybe got Shane? I know he was pretty strong, so.
To be completely honest, no. Shane was pretty damn fast, and I don't think there was any way of catching him, once he had a fresh.
Yeah, for sure. Shane definitely showed a strong truck tonight in that 20 machine. We go to Texas next week, Chris. How you feel about that, man?
Oh, I'm pretty stoked. Texas is one of my favorite tracks, one of my better tracks. Martinsville is being one of my better tracks also. I think that's why I was able to hold on to at least the top 5 tonight. But I really had to wheel the shit out of that truck. Excuse my language, sorry. But yeah, I'm stoked for Texas. It's a real fast track. It's going to be a lot of fun. Looking forward.
Yeah, definitely. Texas should be a great race, man. And before I let you go, Chris, anybody want to send a shout out to or thanks, man?
I'd like to shout out my boy Nolan Robertson. He listening to the broadcast right now. What's up, Nolan?
Awesome, man. Well, good shout out there, Chris. But
hey, bro, I'm trying to go for the favorite driver of the year. You know what I'm saying? Got to give him the personality.
I feel you, man. Well, you have a good night, and congratulations on your second place finish again, man. And I'm sure we'll be talking to you soon again.
Thanks, player.
Later, man.
Oh, what a character. What a character.
That was a great interview from Chris there. I was trying to be as professional as possible and hold back my laughs, but
oh, that's okay. We're not professionals.
We're definitely not. That's a damn fact.
That was great. That chalks it up to me screaming and yelling for Billy to win a race. All right. Well, hey, man. Well, congratulations to him for that second place finish. He's excited to go to Texas. But with that being said, we will quick here do our results, unofficial results as here at the Earl. So, Brian, if you want to run through the unofficial results here real quick, and we'll move on from there.
I sure can. Tonight, your race winner, Shane Wood, followed by Chris Worrell in the 6th, second place there. And Brendan Puffenbarker is going to round out your podium. Will Jones had a great run there. Just kind of had some unfortunate luck. He's going to end up 4th. JD right there in the 51. He's going to round out the top 5. Channing Ballou in 6th. Justin Napier 7th. Kyle Frame 8th. Dennis Nickel 9th. Our last guy on the lead lap is going to be Tommy D'Angelo in 10th. Followed by Dean Moore in 11th and Alan DeVries in 12th. Derek Runge is going to finish 13th. Cameron Hodgman is going to be 14th. Thomas McMullen 15th. Christopher M. Hill 16th. Mickey Spear in 17th. Jason Spear in 18th. Bobby Hamilton Jr. 19th. Steve Murdoch 20th. Tom P. Labar 21st. David Bradford in 22nd. And Quentin Murdoch is going to finish 23rd.
All right, but that's our unofficial results here at the Earl, sponsored by Mug Root Beer Truck Series. Make sure you check them out at the Facebook and go to the store and grab your 12-pack, 2-liter, or whatever you need, and some ice cream or no ice cream. It's up to you how you want to drink it or make it or whatever you want to do. But what's your guys' final thoughts here at tonight's race here at the Earl?
Man, it was Martinsville. That's for sure. you know, kind of on the higher end of the caution count, but that's just what Martinsville is, and just really great racing here at the Earl. A lot of tight racing, and we saw where some guys, most of the guys, passed on the inside, but some guys were able to do it on the outside, and this is one of gotta be in my top three favorite track all time. So always enjoy coming here and watching a race. I know Zach feels the same way. And next week we're going on to Texas, and that's another one of my favorite tracks. That's not my top three though. It ain't that good. It's I do like Texas though, so it'll be interesting to see if Bad Company Racing can keep it up.
Yeah, for sure. Echoing those statements, Brian. Man, I love Martinsville. It's my top one track. So, and always will have my, I guess you could say, sim racing heart and real life racing heart. This place, if I could live up on that hill behind, there's a house up on the hill over here behind the train tracks. I don't know if the sim has it, but there's a house up on the hill. One day I will buy that house. So mark Zach's Hall's word there. But
This is a pretty house.
yeah, it is a nice house. And it's Martinsville racing. We did have a bunch of cautions tonight, but you're gonna have that when you come here. It's literally beating and banging. You're fighting for every inch of the racetrack, and that's what you see. But other than that, man, these guys put on a heck of a show. I got my favorite interview of the year in so far, and I got called a playa, and I like it. It was a great night overall. Just pretty much. Yeah, just a great 250 laps to sit here and drink on some mug root beer and enjoy it. And I can't wait for Texas next week.
Oh, I second that, third that. I love watching Martinsville races. I love watching it in real life. I love watching it in the sim. There's a lot of beating and banging and just a lot of action going on. Yeah, you have your yellows here and there, but that's Martinsville. You're gonna beat and bang at short track racing. Martinsville's not the only one that does that. You got Bristol, you got, Gateway, you got tracks that's just what racing is. So, but man, what a great race. But we're gonna soon head off here as we're gonna get ready to call it tonight, and we will be live this coming Thursday at Nora, as they're gonna be taking on Bristol in the B cars. And then following that, we will be heading to Racing Freaks on Saturday night at Texas in the Gen 6 at 9:30. And then we'll be back here at the Earl at 9 o'clock at Texas here in the trucks. So we'll see if Bad Company Racing can back it up again and get a win, or if we're going to have what Chris calls, or are we going to have a new player out there? Don't know. We'll have to see. But also, don't forget to tune in on Tuesday nights at 11 o'clock, Dirty Air Podcast. All the descriptions below. You can find them on Facebook, YouTube. Proud sponsor of Freaky Fast, and, well, we sponsor them too. But make sure you check them out, as it will be accompanied with Zach Hall and Brian Johnson there on Tuesday nights for an hour of all your sim racing news and motorsports news of the previous Martinsville race. They do a great job for that. But with that being said, we're going to let everybody go. Hopefully you have a safe week, and we catch you on the next broadcast on Thursday night. God bless. Love yous all. Peace out.